Right now, under your sink, you likely have a collection of bottles. And sitting right there in your bathroom cabinet, more cleaning products. And probably tucked away in a hall closet somewhere, even more supplies. You likely have 8, 9, maybe 10 different cleaning products. It's a lot. A spray for the glass. A gel for the toilet applied just so. Something strong for the stovetop for those tough stains. Something else labeled antibacterial. Another one that promises professional strength. It all adds up. And yet, despite spending money on all of it, your home still doesn't feel truly clean. There's still a film on your shower glass. Your kitchen still smells faintly of old grease. It's hard to get rid of. Your toilet bowl still has that stubborn ring no matter how many times you scrub it. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone, and more importantly, you are not doing anything wrong. The problem was never you. The problem is that you were sold too many products for a job that only ever needed 2. In Japan, this problem was solved decades ago with a very simple approach, and the solution had nothing to do with stronger chemicals or fancier packaging. It came down to understanding what dirt actually is. Once you understand that, you realize you don't need a different spray for every surface in your house. It's that simple. You need exactly 2 simple, inexpensive ingredients, and you probably already have one of them in your kitchen cabinet right now. Those 2 ingredients are baking soda and citric acid. That's it. No specialty sprays, no mystery chemicals with names you can't pronounce. Take a look. No cabinet full of bottles you're not even sure you're using correctly. Just simple solutions. Just 2 natural substances that, together, can handle nearly everything in your home, from your oven to your bathroom tiles to your kitchen sink. Here's the idea behind this that most cleaning companies would rather you never learn. All the dirt, grime, and stains in your home fall into one of 2 basic categories, and this is true whether you're in Tokyo, Sydney, or your own living room. There is acidic dirt and there is alkaline dirt. Acidic dirt is oily and greasy. Think about the film on your stovetop, the sticky residue on your kitchen counters, the grease that builds up around your range hood, or the dirt that collects in carpets and upholstery from everyday living. This kind of dirt is oily by nature, which means it responds best to something alkaline. Alkaline dirt, on the other hand, is mineral-based. Think about the white, chalky buildup on your faucets, the soap scum on your shower glass, the rings inside your toilet bowl, or the crusty deposits inside your kettle. This kind of dirt comes from hard water and soap residue, and it responds best to something acidic. Once you know this, cleaning stops being a guessing game. You stop wondering which of your 10 sprays might work on a particular stain because you only need to ask one simple question. Is this dirt oily or is it mineral? The answer tells you exactly which of your 2 ingredients to reach for. Let's start with the first one, baking soda, which in Japan is often called by its chemical name, sodium bicarbonate. This is a mild alkaline powder, and it is your go-to weapon against anything oily or greasy. Because it's alkaline, it breaks down fats and oils on contact, which makes it perfect for kitchen messes. If you have baked-on grease on your stovetop, sprinkle baking soda directly onto the surface. Add just a small amount of warm water to form a paste and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. The paste will start to loosen the grease from the surface, and when you come back with a damp cloth or a soft sponge, the grime should wipe away with far less scrubbing than you're used to. This same method works beautifully inside your oven. Instead of using a harsh, fume-heavy oven cleaner, spread a baking soda paste across the interior surfaces, avoiding the heating elements, and let it sit overnight if you can. In the morning, wipe it out with a damp cloth, and you'll be amazed at how much baked-on residue comes away with barely any effort. Baking soda isn't limited to the kitchen, though. It works wonderfully on carpets and upholstery too, especially for lifting odors. If your carpet has picked up smells over time from pets, cooking, or simply daily life, sprinkle a light, even layer of baking soda across the carpet. Let it sit for about 30 minutes and then vacuum it up. The baking soda absorbs the odor-causing particles trapped in the fibers, leaving the room smelling noticeably fresher without any artificial fragrance covering it up. The same trick works inside your refrigerator. An open box of baking soda placed in the back of the fridge will quietly absorb odors for weeks. And if you have grease splatters on your kitchen walls or backsplash, a baking soda paste applied gently with a soft cloth will lift them without damaging paint or tile finishes, which is something many harsher degreasers can't say. Now let's talk about the second ingredient, citric acid. It's a game changer. This one might be less familiar to you, but it's just as important, and in many ways, it's the ingredient people are most surprised to learn about. It's truly fascinating. Citric acid is a natural acid that comes from citrus fruits, and it's sold in most grocery stores as a fine white powder, often in the baking or canning section, since it's also used in food preservation. You'll find it easily. If you can't find pure citric acid where you live, plain white vinegar works as a very close substitute, since it's also acidic and works on the same category of dirt. Citric acid is your answer for anything mineral-based, meaning anything caused by hard water, soap residue, or mineral buildup. This includes the cloudy, chalky spots on your faucets and shower heads, the soap scum coating your shower glass, and the lime scale that builds up inside your kettle, coffee maker, or dishwasher over time. It's a common problem. To use citric acid around your bathroom, dissolve a tablespoon or two in warm water inside a spray bottle and mist it directly onto your shower glass, faucet fixtures, or tile grout. Let it sit for about 10 minutes so the acid has time to break down the mineral deposits. Then wipe it away with a soft cloth or a non-scratch sponge. You'll notice your shower glass looks clearer almost immediately, without the streaky residue that some glass cleaners leave behind. This same citric acid solution works well on your toilet bowl. Pour it directly into the bowl, let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, and let the acid do its work. Then scrub gently with a toilet brush before flushing. It's a simple step for a clean bowl. The acid dissolves mineral rings far more effectively than most commercial toilet cleaners because it's targeting the actual cause of the ring instead of just masking it with fragrance and dye. For your kettle or coffee maker, citric acid is especially useful because limescale buildup isn't just unsightly, it can actually affect how your appliances perform over time, and can slightly change the taste of your water or coffee. Simply dissolve a tablespoon of citric acid in the water reservoir, run it through a cycle, and then run 1 or 2 cycles of plain water afterward to rinse everything clean. Your machine will thank you. This is the same basic method used in professional kitchens throughout Japan to keep equipment running smoothly without relying on expensive descaling products. Now, here's an important safety note, and this is worth remembering clearly for your home. Never combine baking soda and citric acid directly together and store the mixture, because when an acid and a base meet, they react with each other and neutralize, which actually cancels out both of their cleaning properties. You use them separately, choosing whichever one matches the type of dirt you're dealing with. That said, there is one clever exception that you might find very helpful. If you combine a small amount of citric acid and baking soda directly in your toilet bowl, water, and let them fizz together, that bubbling reaction can help physically lift and loosen tough, stuck-on grime, almost like a gentle, natural version of a fizzing cleaning tablet. It's a fun trick for particularly stubborn spots, but it's the exception, not the everyday method. Let's walk through how this actually plays out room by room, so you can picture using this system in your own home. In your kitchen, baking soda handles your stovetop, your oven, your greasy backsplash, and any general grease buildup on counters. Citric acid handles your kettle, your sink faucet, and any hard water spots on your stainless steel surfaces. It's truly impressive. In your bathroom, citric acid becomes your main tool, since bathrooms are mostly dealing with mineral buildup from water and soap. Use it on your shower glass, your tile grout, your faucet, your shower head, and your toilet bowl. It's a complete solution. Baking soda still has a role here too, particularly for scrubbing bathtub rings or cleaning grimy grout lines. Since a baking soda paste applied with an old toothbrush can work into small grout gaps far more gently than a harsh chemical scrub. For your floors, the approach depends on the material, but generally, a small amount of baking soda dissolved in warm water makes a gentle, effective floor cleaner for tile and vinyl, lifting everyday grime without leaving behind a sticky chemical residue. For laundry, Baking soda added to your wash cycle can help boost odor removal and soften fabrics naturally, especially useful for towels that have started to smell musty. And for your washing machine itself, running an empty cycle with citric acid dissolved in hot water every few months helps dissolve any mineral buildup or soap residue hiding inside the machine, which is often the real reason washing machines start to smell over time. What makes this Japanese approach so appealing, beyond how well it actually works, is how much simpler it makes your entire cleaning routine. You're no longer standing in the cleaning aisle trying to decide between 6 different bottles, all promising slightly different things. You're no longer storing a cabinet full of half-used sprays, unsure which ones are even safe to use together. It's much simpler. You have 2 ingredients, both inexpensive, both widely available, and both far gentler on your skin, your lungs, and your home than most commercial cleaners. A large box of baking soda and a bag of citric acid together will cost you a fraction of what you'd spend on even one specialty spray. And they'll last you months, sometimes longer, depending on how often you clean. There's also something reassuring about knowing exactly why something works, instead of just trusting a label. When you understand that oily dirt needs an alkaline solution and mineral dirt needs an acidic one, you stop second-guessing yourself in front of the sink. You reach for the right ingredient with confidence because you understand the simple logic behind it, not because a bottle told you to. Confident cleaning. That kind of understanding tends to make cleaning feel less like a chore you're never quite doing right, and more like something you've genuinely gotten the hang of. Maybe the real reason your home never felt entirely clean wasn't a lack of effort or a lack of products. Maybe it was simply too many products, each one only solving part of the problem, none of them addressing what was actually happening beneath the surface. 2 simple ingredients, used with a little understanding of what they're actually doing, might be all your home has ever really needed.